Bumper. It's called Beautiful Garden. I feel like getting a cup of coffee for some reason. Was that music ever used in a coffee commercial? No, eh? Talk about subliminal messaging. Wow. Thanks, Craig. Explanation, our guest this hour is Arjuna Ardagh. His website is www.arjunaardagh.com. And he is the author of a book entitled Better Than Sex, The Ecstatic Art of Awakening Coaching. First of all, my friend, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show and for talking to us about your book, Better Than Sex. We talked briefly in the previous segment about innate brilliances, and is there another innate brilliance you can share with us before we have to say goodnight?
Yeah, I think probably another one we go into in the book, it's very interesting, is called radical releasing. Mm-hmm. Because the big question that comes up for people when they have a taste of awakening, having a taste of awakening is fairly easy. The big question that arises is, why do we lose that? Why do we easily lose connection with our infinite nature? Why do we lose connection with creativity and with love? And people come up with all sorts of explanations. You might say, well, that's because of thoughts, or because of reactive feelings, mm-hmm. or because of my mother-in-law. There might be all kind of reasons why you might think we lose connection with ourselves. But actually, after a lot of investigation, we have found that people only actually lose connection with their infinite nature, with infinite creativity, with their capacity to give their gift because of one thing. And that one thing is resistance. Whenever consciousness mm-hmm. assumes a position of resistance to what is naturally occurring, whether it's a thought or a feeling or a body sensation or an event, when we go into a posture of resistance, that resistance creates a split within what was otherwise whole. Now, here's a really good example. Many people have the thought, for example, I'm not good enough, yes. or equally, there's not enough time, or nobody likes me. Those thoughts are not a problem in themselves, but when we resist them, when we go into a posture of, no, I don't want to feel that, actually, that mixture of what is arising naturally and the resistance to it actually determines the narrative of your life. Okay? So that means, this is obviously something we need a little more time to go into in more depth, but which the book does. But it means, for example, the thought, nobody likes me, mixed with the resistance to it, creates a life devoted to trying to be popular. The thought, there's not enough, mixed with the resistance, the feeling of no, creates a life obsessed with money. And so we go on and on and on. Our lives are dictated by the frequencies that we resist. So when we can learn to relax resistance to any thought or feeling or situation or body sensation, you return back into easy flow again. And the book explains meticulously how you can do that in a way that's absolutely verifiable and repeatable.
Arjuna, I want to thank you so much for joining us. We have to say so long for tonight. I'd love to have you back on the show in the future so that we can further discuss enlightenment and the other
great... You're the best interviewer ever.
Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Let our listeners know where they can get your book one more time.
Amazon would be the easiest place. You can get it on Kindle, you can get it as a physical book on Amazon, or iTunes, you can get it as an iBook. Those are the easy ways to do it. Otherwise, check out your local bookstore or other online places where you can buy books.
Arjuna, take care of yourself. Thank you for joining us. Continued success, and I look forward to the next time you meet us here in the X Zone. Until then, take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. X Zone Nation, Arjuna Ardagh has been my guest this hour. He's the author of Better Than Sex, and it's available on Amazon.com. And if your bookstore doesn't have it, and you go to a brick-and-mortar bookstore, tell them to contact us here at the X Zone. We'll give them all the information. I'll be back on the other side of this news break at 6.5 minutes past the top of the hour as we continue here in the X Zone with yours truly, Rob McConnell, from our broadcast center in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Don't go away now.